Looking for some new irons, then today in this video we are talking about the best forgiving irons you could potentially buy from 2024 that could be discounted in January when the new stuff is out. So if you're looking for new irons, guys, and you're looking for something to get a little bit more forgiveness, a little bit more distance, and also get you a little bit more height on your shots, then this is the video for you. And guys, if you are new to the channel, then welcome to this YouTube channel. If you want to hit that subscribe button and help us on that journey to 50,000 subscribers. And guys, if you're a regular viewer of the channel, welcome back, and I hope you're enjoying the content at the moment. Today we are talking forgiving irons, so let's get a mid-handicap golfer in to test the irons out from 2024. We've got plenty of different options at different price points. Let's get him in. Right, Dave, in you come. So Dave, you are the man, the mid-handicapper, and we are going to be testing some clubs out here today. You've tested a lot of these over the year, Dave.
Yeah.
Anyone would think it's -8 today here.
Well, it's cold, and let's be honest, you've only just taken one layer off and a woolly hat, so...
I did also forget most of the stuff anyway. So we are first going to start with Dave's Tacoma, so you'll see those on screen now. And interesting enough, these are a hollow body design. Not as much offset as some of the other clubs we're going to have out here. But again, price point, £500 for the Tacoma 101T. So let's see how they perform out here, and then we're going to get inside in the Golf Zone Simulator. And that is what we have seen from Dave, a towering high shot, and that is one green in regulation here on the 6th hole. So course looking fantastic, striped up by the boys this morning. So you can see down here we have got a selection. Obviously we've seen that on the screen at the start of this video. So we have the PXG 0311P Gen 7 irons, we have the Ping I530s, we have the brand new, or pretty new, Callaway AI 300s, and finally we have the Titleist T200. So there is a more forgiving Titleist. We know there's the T350, which we will be reviewing before the end of the year, Dave.
Yep.
We've got plenty of Dave's favourite golf ball, the Kirkland.
Well, I thought I'd use all the same ones, then it's a fair test.
I like your thinking, Dave. What are we going to go next, Dave? Take your pick.
Well, PXG's first in line, so we'll take that.
PXG. So right here, again, when we're talking price points, these are coming in at the higher end of the budget. So again, depending on what you want to spend, but jam-packed full of technology and a fantastic looking club, Dave.
Yeah, it's nice looking, very. Always been impressed with how they look.
Yeah, a little bit more offset on this, not much. Again, a similar top edge. So all these clubs have similar traits. So which one are you going to spend your money on? It all comes down to, again, obviously your price point, how much you want to spend, but then also how they feel and perform. And that's a great shot. A lower ball flight, Dave.
Ooh.
Just missing the green. Look to go a little bit further.
A little bit big, but the loft's
3 degrees stronger, Dave.
Yeah,
so interesting. These are all 7 irons, guys, and this is 3 degrees stronger than that Tacoma. So a lower ball flight. Feel, Dave? Did it feel better for the premium price?
It felt a bit harder.
Harder? Right, interesting. So up next, Dave, what are we going to go with? We know we're going with a Kirkland. We're going Ping.
Next in line, which is the I530. Again,
Ping, a notorious company for being for beginners. A lot of people I speak to think that if you're just getting into golf, you have to go maybe Ping. Very interesting price point. They're not always obviously at the bottom end. They're a lot of the time like the driver. The driver this year, the G430 10K Max, was one of the most expensive.
Yeah, it's pretty much as expensive, more expensive than most of the rest on the market.
Yeah, which we'll get prices up when we get inside and show you the difference.
Lower.
Dave's swinging it well. That's lower. We know this is, again, 29 degrees.
However, it's inside the Tacoma.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, Dave, some would say. Right, next up we do have the Callaway. So again, this is the most forgiving from the AI range. So we know we've got an AI 200 that is a little bit thinner top line. Again, also would have less offset, so we can see
there's quite a bit of offset on it, and the top line does look thicker, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot thicker on that top edge than the others that we've tested there. So this is where you have to think, guys, before buying or before looking at these clubs, go and get fitted. All these clubs are down here at Waterfront Golf. Kyle is our specialist fitter down here, so if you want to get booked in and test any of these clubs out, the number is below. Again, a great ball flight, Dave. A little bit left.
Big as well.
Big as
But then
well.
again, left usually is.
Yeah, so a little bit of a pull, but again, not
Felt nice.
Yeah, softer,
Yeah.
harder.
Yeah, no, but it's softer.
Interesting. So a little bit softer again. Came off good ball speed, but a good flight. And all these clubs are designed to help you get a little bit better launch, Dave. Not only forgiveness, but better launch. And after all, that's what most golfers want. We want to be relying on landing angle, not maybe spin.
Finally, we've got the Titleist 200.
T200. So let's see.
Sorry, there is a T in front of it. I do apologise.
I thought my eyes were bad, Dave.
It's in white writing. I wasn't expecting that.
Again, Titleist. Again, one of these companies that a lot of people think are for the better player, but they've now got plenty of options on their range. One even more forgiving than these. What a flight, Dave.
I like that.
Certainly sounded firmer, but that is pin high, pitching and stopping very quick. So Dave, out of those, which one would you be saying is your favourite out of those so far?
The Titleist T100, 200, sorry. The
Because
last one that I hit. But is that because I'd warmed up or was it just better?
Oh, you could have been fatiguing. Let's go and have a look where they are and then we'll jump in the studio. So we can see here that we have got Tacoma again, landing and stopping pretty quick. I think that is somebody else's pitch mark right there. But Ping was the closest. But if we look at the Titleist again, drop and stop on that T200, fantastic. And then the two pulls, just a little bit long, Dave. Yeah?
Yeah, but it was a bit of a pull and you're always going to get a bit more carry and topspin with a pull, aren't you? Okay.
Yeah.
So you keep telling me anyway.
Fantastic drop and stop there, just past the flag. But let's get inside. Okay, so inside we're going to go in the same order. So first up is that Tacoma 101T, the cheapest one. So price-wise on screen, £600 here in the UK. And for that money you are getting a 4-iron down to a pitching wedge. But 7-iron here, 134 carry, 140 total, and over 5,000 spin. So pretty good spin number there. Obviously quite high for one of these clubs. We're going to hit 2 with each here and see obviously what kind of consistency we can get. So high 5,000 spin is good from this kind of club for Dave.
Fatted it though.
Right, a little bit of a drop kick there. So unfortunately 50-50% there, which if you hit the golf ball 6 inches behind, Dave, unfortunately no matter how forgiving,
exactly what you're going to get.
They can't do it.
How
So
good it is.
second up outside we use the PXG. So we're going to go PXG second. So like I say, these irons are relatively new, so they've not been out long. So this is why, again, price-wise, over £1,300 for a 5-iron 2 pitching wedge. So very interesting there straight away. We know PXG do have a higher price point in some of their clubs. And again, just like outside, a little bit left, Dave.
Yeah, got the distance though, didn't it?
Got the distance, it's not bad there, it would have been pin high. We'll go one more with this PXG. So again, spin-wise down at 4,000. Again, if you close in the face, it's going to come off a little bit hotter. But we also know it's 3 degrees stronger than that 101T.
Oh, that's the shot I did outside, Chris.
That is the shot. Again, that's going a long way. So 150 going 160. So quickly picked up a lot of speed, but lost control of the club face. So interesting there. And that's a little bit of the offset, Dave.
You said the offset doesn't really suit my eye.
No, and that's one of those things in there. Again, we do have a light steel shaft in there for Dave. We didn't have that in a graphite, but still, that's the club and how it looks behind the golf ball. So nonetheless, a fantastic looking club there from PXG and one of my favourites in this category, but it all depends when you're looking at these clubs. Do you want offset or do you not? Next up, we have the Ping I530. And a similar shot to outside there.
Yeah,
a
lower
low
flight,
ball flight. But that's
closest
on
to
the green. And the closest, very consistent, exactly like outside. So interesting there, Dave. Obviously behind the golf ball, do you like the way this sits?
Yeah, it doesn't look as offset to me.
Yeah. Looks very similar to your 101T.
It does. It does. The back's of a similar shape, and the top line isn't that obtrusive. It's quite narrow.
Right, one more. Can we go 100% with the pin? Again, price point here. That looks like come off exceptionally hot, Dave. 150 going 160, so certainly came off fast off that one. Again, price point for these over £1,000, so 1,070 for 5 to pitching wedge. You'd be happy to hit your 7-iron that far, Dave, but I just don't think you'd be holding many greens.
No, 4,000 spin, no.
No, exactly why we've changed into Dave's Tacomos. Next up is the Callaway AI 300. So as we know, the most forgiving, there is an AI 200 out on the range, so a little less offset and also a little less, obviously, top edge. So the top line is a little bit thinner. How will this do? Again, one with more offset on there, but Dave's
That was an absolutely awful swing, but how forgiving is that?
And that's the forgiveness. Off the bottom there, but again, went straight and also kept its ball speed and distance. So not your best swing, Dave, but will the Callaway become the first one to go back to back?
Yeah, it could be.
It could be from 2 debatable strikes. The first one, but with that ball flight, Dave, we wouldn't possibly put in them as your top one.
No, but I do think we have to recognise how forgiving it is.
Yep, forgiveness is ticking the box. And finally up, we do have the Titleist T200. So outside, certainly for me, sounded a little bit different to all the others, but performance-wise, a towering flight and just past pin high. So very interesting to see how these perform. Again, a total different sound in here, but the best shot, landing soft.
Oh, that's lovely. It felt lovely, did that?
Yeah.
It really did. And what's the price point on these? Are these?
Price point for these, Dave, these have been out a little bit longer.
Oh, okay.
You get obviously 5 to gap wedge, so you also get 7 irons instead of 6, but these were out earlier in the year. All the rest of the clubs, except for the Tacomos, are one of the latest releases from those brands. Obviously, if you want to get fitted for these guys, then do give Kyle a shout here at Waterfront. And those are 2 of the best shots I've seen you hit in a long time, Dave. Good distance.
Take either of those.
Yeah, good distance. Again, a little bit stronger than the Tacomos, but
yeah,
but certainly food for thought. So guys, for Dave, there is a clear winner right there, and I would say it's the Titleist T200. So very interesting that, like I say, later in the year, coming down in price, are you going to get some even more bargains when it comes to January? But if you're thinking about getting fitted this winter, I would strongly recommend it, because we might have found some clubs that he might potentially look at next year. A little bit stronger loft, getting a little bit more distance out of that 7-iron, but not sacrificing any dispersion. So consistent flight, consistent landing angle, but just getting that a little bit more ball speed, because we know they are slightly stronger lofted, but all things for you to consider going into 2025.